Hey guys, how's it going? Culprit here, and I wanted to bring you a quick little advisory here. I read about a couple of these spots on Reddit the other day, and I kind of passed them off, but in the last day or two I've really seen a lot of guys actually holding these positions, and I wanted to put it out there just to help you and make you aware. I want to be very clear, I don't necessarily plan to have this channel being a tips and tricks channel, a jump spots, and it's certainly not going to be an exploit channel, but I didn't really see these in the exploit realm. They're just a little trickery with the maps, and they're just spots that you need to add on your hot zones now. The first one's strike at Karkand, and you'll see how you can occupy a building with some magnificent sightlines. To be said, it's not as easy to get in there as it looks here through the amazing power of editing. It took me a lot of tries, but in just the 20 minutes I tried and was doing it, I got a lot better at it. I could see myself doing it in the middle of the game, you know, as long as there's not people shooting at me and whatnot, because this spot right here has some amazing sightlines. If you put a halfway decent squad up here, say a recon with a spawn beacon, so you don't have to go through the whole mess, you know, one support guy at least with some ammo, and then a couple, like an engineer and a medic, you could hold this building for a long time, and you can basically secure a large portion of the map. There's just a couple little buildings here. It's basically a wraparound balcony that you can get on there with some, like I said, some amazing sightlines. You can be really effective because you can hold the flags on B, you can hold routes to all the other side, that whole side of the map. You can get some good looks over towards the water, obviously. Here you gotta use a little trickery. Like I said, I had read about this. I didn't just stumble across this. I had read about it, so I came on here to try and figure it out, see if I couldn't do it, replicate it myself. And it was harder than I thought, harder than it looked. But like I said, with a little practice, I could definitely see myself being able to do this in the game. Now here are some really crazy sightlines again. Little spawn beacon there, perhaps. And then, I mean, look at, you're looking right down on A flag. I mean, you could hold A flag all game. I think you're probably even in the burn radius, right, sitting in this building, which is pretty crazy. So how do you do this? You got to open these walls up when you're outside. You can't let some guy hunker down here, because they'll kill you. I mean, so I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. You know, I don't know if it's exploit, boosting, whatever you want to call it. It's probably cheesy, you know, but you decide. Actually, this is the second one. Is on Gulf of Oman. This building's not as good, but I did see somebody in here, so I just figured I would point it out. Again, it's not as easy to get up here as it looks. This one's easier than the other one. Again, you slap a spawn beacon in here. This one would be more for snipers, I would guess, just because the sightlines aren't as good and you are a lot further away from anything. But you are kind of in the middle of the action, so you could theoretically cut people off from getting to the, you know, the construction site flag and whatnot. Again, I'll leave it up to you guys, you know, your own personal ethics and whatnot. I don't really know that I would be angry at somebody up in these buildings, but at the same time, it's clearly you weren't intended to be in them necessarily. Otherwise, they would have had, you know, stairs in them. The first spot, there is an easier way to get there with blowing up the building and whatnot. So if you see that building blown up to any portion, assume people are going to be in there, because that's a good sign that people are accessing that building. Like I said, I've seen some people up there lately. It's on Reddit. Reddit is huge. It's probably going to become pretty popular. So like I said, if you're running around and you keep hot spots and you're careful when you go around corners or when you're in certain sightlines, add these to your list, especially that first one. I'm telling you right now, I think that first one's going to get popular just because it's a great spot. It's really tactical. It'll give you a great tactical advantage if you get a squad up in there, even on like a 64-man map. I don't know how much artillery can really hurt you in there yet. You know, all that remains to be proven. I mean, the rooms are pretty small, so I'm sure rockets could definitely get in there and do, you know, wipe some people out. But if you got a persistent squad up there, it could be tough to eradicate them fully. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention, because, you know, I trust if you're watching my channel, you're not a bunch of crazy people that are looking to exploit the game. You're just guys that are trying to play the game right and play the objective. So you should be made aware of this. So I hope this helps you out. If you have any more spots like this, definitely drop them in the comments. I'll take a look at them, and if I feel like they're important enough, I'll make another video for them. Otherwise, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.